Why Peoplecode? Here, component processor. What is component processor? As of now, we see number of events in number of places. There is must and should be an order to fire the events. There is a must and should be an order. Then which will take care of the order? Which will fire all the events in an order? Which will take care about the Peoplecode running? Component processor. If anybody is asking, what is component processor? It's a Peoplecode's runtime engine. It controls the processing of application from data retrieval till the time that the database is updated. And the component processing flows with the Peoplecode events that are triggered in a specific order. Very, very important. Nothing but component processor is just a tool. It's a backend tool, it's a Peoplecode's runtime engine. That's it. Why Peoplecode? It's a generic explanation, you can go ahead with this. Very, very important slide in the entire Peoplecode PPTs. You will say it's a very simple slide when there are three conditions you have to remember, but it's very important. Why I am saying very important? Why? Because the first condition is when condition. When you want the Peoplecode to execute, where condition, where to place your Peoplecode, what condition, what type of coding you have to write. What is the importance in these conditions? First condition is referring client requirement. When is the client requirement? Why? Because just assume I am the client, I am asking, whenever I am clicking on this push button, I want to execute this functionality. As a client, I know up to that. This is my requirement. Whenever I click on this push button on the page, I want to execute this functionality. Just I am explaining this requirement. What is the when condition? When condition is referring, clicking the push button. Am I right, Ram? When condition is referring, clicking the push button, right?
Right.
Then where condition? Okay, you understood the requirement very well. That means first condition is satisfied whenever you are understood the requirement perfectly. You have to understood your requirement first. Okay, now we understood the requirement. Clicking the push button, they are expecting some functionality. Where to write the code? Very, very important. Number of events are there, number of places are there. Where, which event is suitable? Which place, which event is suitable? You have to do some analysis on that. On what basis? On event functionality, event behavior. You have to do some analysis on that. We will discuss all these concepts in further, but to execute a Peoplecode program successfully, you have to satisfy all these three conditions. The last condition, what code you have to write. I am sure once you understood first two conditions, the third condition is pretty easy for you. Why? Because number of persons are there to help you. Googling is there. People books are there. Your friends are there, even me, some of your supporters are there to help you in the third position. But from your end, you have to complete the first two steps is mandatory. Just assume you got a requirement. You are explaining me. You are not getting any idea how to write the code. You are explaining me. I am your friend, you are explaining me. Venkat, I got the requirement. My client is expecting to fire some functionality whenever he clicks on the push button. For that, I identified, okay, this is the suitable event for that. And now I am writing the code, but I am getting the error. Please help me on that. It's a valid question. If you are not in a position to analyze the first two steps, whatever the document you are getting from your client, just you are forwarding the document to me, Venkat, please do the deed for me. It's not a valid question. Am I right?
Right. I'm trying to address this. Maybe by experience, I will gain that knowledge. When maybe we are getting from the client requirements, functionality, then we need to write. The functionality it will tell. But where is the really analysis we need to do as a developer?
When is the easy condition? When is the easy condition? Why? Because client will say you.
Yes.
Clicking on the push button.
Right.
Sometimes some persons will behave like this. That's what I'm saying. First two conditions are very mandatory. Your analysis part will already completed there. Third one is writing the code. Why? Because just assume you don't have any friends. Then you're Googling. Okay. You're writing the program in Googling like that. I'm getting error in the field change like this. Like that. Then you will get some good suggestions. Okay. If you are not doing any analysis part, even in the first two steps, what you will Google? Okay. Getting my point?
Yeah, understood.
That's what I'm saying. It's very important to complete the first two steps. Next slide, also very important. What is the slide? General areas of Peoplecode. Five general areas of Peoplecode. Five general areas. Apart from this, there is no possibility to write the code. Why? Because, just an example, we will log on to our component. What is the first general area they are saying? During search process. If you log on to your Peoplecode front end, if you try to open your component, what you will do? You will click on the component navigation. Then it will open the component search page for you.
Yes.
That's it, right? That means during the search process also, I can write the code.
Yes.
Like, just assume, it's taking some time, just assume your search page is holding two search keys, employee ID, employee name. I'm writing the code. If the manager is logging into the page, both search options will display for the manager. For the employee, only employee ID should display. That means during the search process, I have to write the code. Right? Then one more possibility is there. Once the search page is displayed in front of you, you are searching the page without giving any parameters. In our Oracle pages, it will come. Or because minimum amount of database is there. But if you are querying the job page like that, if you are blindly clicking on that, it should display a message for the user. You have to enter the employee. It's mandatory. Yes, it's a Peoplecode. That means during the search process, there is a chance to write code. Once the search is completed, just visualize the things. What we will do, what we can see, search results displayed in front of you, right?
Right.
Number of employees. You will select one of the employee.
Right.
What it will do, it will take you onto the page.
Right.
Before displaying a page. What type of code before displaying a page? You are saying, for employee 1, I want to display address. For employee 2, I don't want to display the address. That means before displaying the page itself, you have to write the code, right?
Yeah.
With respect to the employee, you will write the code. Forget about the events. But these are the general areas.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the general areas. Then, once the page is displayed in front of you, what are all the activities you can do? You can modify the fields, you can modify the pages, like that. Am I right?
Yes.
You can modify the fields, you can add the rows, you can insert the rows, you can delete the rows, all those things. After field changes, that means once you change the field of country and coming out of the country, if you are not giving the valid country, I want to fire the code error, please enter the valid country. Yes, after field changes, I want to fire the code. After row inserts and row deletes, maybe at the time of row insert or row delete, I am giving a warning to my user, you are deleting a row. Please confirm it once. Yes, it's a people code. Once we did all these things, at the end, we will click on save. That's it. There is no other possibility. There is no other option for us. At the end of the transaction, we will click on the save itself. Then,
Venkat, here you told that before search page displays, right? Even while displaying the search results, also we can write the people code, right? That's also possibility, right? What I can display.
that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Apart from these, there is no option to write the code, right? Search before displaying the page, field changes, go in search mode, it saves. There is no other functionality also available, right?
Right. Before displaying the search results, also we can.
That's what I'm saying. During search, entire process is search, right?
Okay. Okay. Got you. Okay. During the search.
That
Right?
means we are playing with the search page.
Okay. Nice.
We are changing the search page display. Otherwise, we are changing the search results. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you are clicking on the search without giving any employee ID, then also we will prompt the user, employee ID is mandatory. Please put the employee ID. Both are same, right?
Yeah, search process you told, right?
Entire search process.
Entire
search process means entire search page.
Right.
Once the search results are displayed in front of you, we can say search is completed, there is no search.
Right.
Apart from these five, there is no other possible general errors. Just before this, we discussed one thing. Our client is giving one requirement for us. Whenever I am clicking on this push button, I want to execute this functionality. This requirement will fall under which general area?
I'm clicking this push button and displaying a page.
Where you are clicking the push button? On the page?
On the page, and the push button will display another page, right?
No, whatever it may be. Forget about that. Where is the push button?
Push button is also on the page, somewhere on
the page.
Right.
That means you entered into the page already,
yes.
right?
Yes.
That means these two functionalities are
completed. Yeah.
Ruled up.
Yes.
These three functionalities will come into the picture. Am I right?
Yes.
Among these three functionalities, are we saving? No, right?
No, not yet.
Are we inserting a row? No, right?
No, not. Field changes.
That's it. This analysis should be done. Got my mind?
Yeah, why I thought displaying the page, right? Because we already in the first page, but we are going to, by clicking on
push button. That's what I'm saying. No need of confusion. That's what I'm saying. You are writing the code on the push button. Push button is already on the page.
Okay.
It is executing the one more page or not, whatever it may be.
Okay.
The future, we don't know. At present, where we are, where we have to write the code. Your code is directing the page. That is different scenario. Where you are writing the code, first of all, that is important. What your code is doing is secondary.
Okay.
These general areas will help us to identify the event, exact event. Got my point? To identify the event. Maybe during the search process, some of the events are firing. Before displaying the page, some of the events are firing. If you identify it, okay, my requirement is falling under this general area, then, okay, how many events are firing? Okay, in these three events, which event is suitable for my requirement? Then, you got this answer, right? Where condition is satisfied here.
Right. Important condition which we need to analyze, right, as a developer.
Got it? Very, very important, these two slides. Once you understood these two slides, once you practiced in this way in your real time, you will be proficient in Peoplecode in 1 or 2 months also. In very first, writing the code, you will feel some difficulty, but do your analysis first in this way. Don't place the code in the wrong event. That's a very basic mistake. Don't do that mistake. Everybody will face the error wrong, even me also, with this much of experience. If I'm writing the code some of times I will also face the issues. Once I got the error, I will rectify the error based on the error statements. Everybody will get the error. Now, coming to the next part. Peoplesoft uses events to control the flow and functionality of the application. Yes, in the event names itself, they are saying they will control the functionality, field default, field edit, like that. Already we discussed this part, search action events, true search actions, repeat, search and set serve, field action, row action, save action. All these parts we discussed already in the previous slide. Next, component specific events, pre-build and post-build, page specific events, activate, pre-pop-up, pop-up. Very important slide, high level flow diagram of these. Here, I will explain you the general areas. By using paint option, I will explain you the general areas. Here I will give you the classification of general areas among this chart. There you will identify, there you will observe your, one second, here. Search unit and search serve. Both will fire in search process. Possibility of events in search process. From row select to activate before page display. Here they clearly mention page displayed and wait for user action. That means once all these events are fired, then only page will display in front of the user. That means before page display, that means where is the general areas fired? I will show you. First, during the search process, these two events can be fired. There is a process. Before page display, before displaying a page, row select, pre-build, field default, field formula, row init, post-build, activate. These many events are firing. You can choose one of your event, depends on your requirement. Page displayed in front of the user. Once the page displayed in front of the user, what we can do after field changes, these two events are firing. There is a possibility. At the time of row insert and row delete, these two events. At the time of save, these four events. Forget about these two, three pop-up and items. Okay. These five are the major general areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you identified, okay, my requirement is falling under field changes, then only the possibility is two events. Among these two events, you can choose one of the event depends on your requirement. That's it. Identifying the general area is very important. Within the general area, you came to know, okay, these are all the events are firing. Then you will easily identify, okay, field change is a suitable event. Depends on my requirement. Other than this, nothing in the Peoplecode flow. All events are covered here. All events.
Right. That pre-pop-up and item selected are menu events, right? Item selected.
Menu events. That's what I'm saying. Just keep aside with them. We are not using it nowadays. Don't concentrate much on them. Please concentrate on all these areas.
Right. It's really good slide. It's giving a lot of information. Yeah.
This is very important. Why? Because writing the code is not a big deal, Ram. Once you are getting one error, two error, third error, fourth error, maybe after 10 errors, you will get the resolution. Writing the code is not a big deal at any cost. But identifying the event, identifying the page is very, very crucial role. Will play a very crucial role in Peoplecode setup. Getting my point, Ram?
Yes, yes, Venkat.
This is very important PPT. Today I'm stopping the session. Why? Because from tomorrow onwards, I will start the people code practice with searching. Why? Because if you observe this PPT, they will start one by one. Search in it, they are giving the explanation about the search in it. At the end of the explanation, they are giving the examples also.
Okay.
And the results of the example also they are giving. For each and every event they are giving like that. Once the search in it is completed, that's it. We will follow this PPT blindly. Got my point?
Yeah. On that 6 objects and 15 events plus 3 events anyhow, we are going to different events that we are not focusing. This 15 events, right? These are the main people code, right? Where I need to write. If I understand
even
this
if you are
concept,
writing the even if you are writing the complex people code, whatever it may be, you have to write in these events itself.
okay, perfect.
That's what I am saying. Writing the people code, keep aside.
Okay.
First understood the language.
Okay.
First understood the language, understood the navigations.
Okay.
Got my point?
Got you, Venkat. Very good.
I will share you the recording on these 2 PPTs also.
Right.
Just follow the PPTs, whatever we discussed so far, and we will start the practicing from tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Venkat.
Tomorrow also I will take the session at this time.
Yeah. Is it at 8:30? I'm about to ask that question.
Yeah.
Is it about 8:30 same time tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. If there is any change in the timing, I will drop an email as like I said.
Otherwise, I think I assume that it is 8:30. I'm fine. I'm fine with
Yeah,
this.
yeah, 8:30.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay,
Perfectly fine with this time. Thank you
Have a
very
good
much.
night.
You too. Have a nice day.